Interesting facts about marmots. Marmots are closely related to large ground squirrels and prairie dogs. They are a common sight in the mountains around Big Sky, especially when you get into the higher elevations. There are 3 species of marmots in Montana: yellow-bellied, hoary, and woodchuck. When you're in Big Sky country, you're most likely to see the yellow-bellied marmot. These fun creatures are often referred to as rock chucks or whistle pigs. The marmot's scientific name is the Marmota flaviventris. Marmots weigh 3 to 11 pounds. They are typically 13 to 20 inches from head to tail. The tail can be 4 to 8 inches long. They are yellowish to brown in color with small furry ears and strong claws. Marmots are short-sighted. They are most active during the day, especially in the morning and afternoon. These herbivores eat plants, seeds, grass, and shrubs. Predators include foxes, coyotes, wolves, badgers, bears, and eagles. When predators approach, marmots make a high-pitched, whistle-like sound to alert others. Marmots live in harems of 1 male and 2 or 3 females. These harems live in larger groups called colonies. Males are territorial. A marmot's territory covers 4 to 7 acres. They typically live in rocky areas or talus fields in alpine settings. Sometimes they can be spotted sunning on the rocks during the day. Marmots are active from March to September. The rest of the year they hibernate, but they can wake up midwinter if necessary. Approximately 60% of their life is spent hibernating. Marmots are big and chubby with very short legs and bulky bodies. They are very cute and furry with wide faces and short muzzles. They have small ears with fur on them and busy tails. Each of marmot's forefoot has 4 toes with long concave claws for burrowing, and each hind foot has 5 toes. Marmots, like all rodents, are noted for their teeth. They have a pair of large incisors on the upper and one on the lower jaw that grow continuously and need to be kept short and sharpened by frequent gnawing. Marmots rely on their senses to survive, and so have a good sense of smell and hearing. However, their eyesight is good but short-sighted. Approximately 80% of a marmot's life is spent underground. Marmots have extensive dens and burrows systems with multiple entrances, tunnels, and exits that are used for shelter, hibernation, and breeding. Typically burrows are about 3 feet deep, but burrows for hibernation are about 23 feet deep. A marmot's gestation period is approximately 30 days. Babies leave the dens after 3 weeks. They are sexually mature at 2 years. Females have litters of 3 to 8 young at irregular intervals, not every year. Marmots live up to 15 years in the wild. Marmots spend most of their time underground, but when they leave their burrows they can quite often be seen to rise on their hind legs. This can have 2 reasons: either they want to get a better overview of the surroundings and hidden enemies, or they use their front paws to contentedly stuff some grass into their mouths. Marmots build complex tunnel systems in which other animals could easily get lost. The longest tunnel that has been discovered so far was 370 feet, 113 meters, long. Because of their thick coat. A very special marmot is living in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, USA. Phil is the local weatherman. Every year on 2nd February, he is asked to predict the end of the winter. There are 15 species of marmots. These animals are excellent diggers, and can penetrate soil that is hard to work with a pickaxe. Of course, Phil cannot speak, but when he wakes up after 7 months of hibernating, leaves his burrow and casts a shadow on the ground with his body, the winter is said to last 6 more weeks. If he doesn't cast a shadow, the spring should be near. Ecologically, marmots are a source of food for such animals as wolves, foxes, coyotes, bears, and eagles, with the young marmots particularly susceptible to predation. Marmots have been an historical source of meat, fat, and fur for early Europeans, Native Americans and Asian people.